So good evening, everyone. Follow Dr. Jun Zhang's comprehensive review on the CES 2026. I want to dive a little bit deep into the wearable technology. So a little bit about myself. Currently, I'm working for Wondfo USA, which is a diagnostic company specialized in point of care testing. Um, but my personal interest in the wearable technology actually goes back 20 years ago during my PhD period. At that time, my main project is actually develop wearable device, uh, which which were used to train the Olympic athlete. So at that time, I didn't expect a similar technology could be widely adopted by public right now. But actually, the I think the key milestone is the Apple Watch, the Apple Watch launch. That is a significant milestone for this field there. And also, before I move on, I like to mention all the point actually I mentioned in these slides is but just my personal opinion, doesn't reflect my company's perspective. So, what is exactly digital health? Yeah. So um, essentially, when I look at this digital health, I think I focus on like three core pillars. Number one is application. Number two is technology. Number three is data. For the application side, many of you are familiar with this, right? As care recipient, so we always want the convenient and accessible care from anytime, anywhere. But right now, obviously, it's not happen because healthcare always has its limited resources. And from caregiver perspective, the doctor, the hospital, they actually always are looking for better efficiency, improved quality, and also ideally, especially in US, they have desire to reduce some overhead. From government and from insurance perspective, so people are looking at, okay, the current healthcare cost is so high. How can we, what can we do to reduce the healthcare cost burden? So those three parties are well aligned with each other. So people, all the entire society is actually looking for a solution. So digital health could be one of those solutions for all those parties. And regarding of the technology part, over the past 20 years, the advancement of the sensing technology, electronics, those like semiconductors, yeah, we are able to make a lot of things much smaller, much lighter, and make the wearable like a product more feasible and comfortable for the public. And also in the last I would say 5 years, the AI technology has, especially Gen AI, has truly accelerated this progress. So we have seen the AI technology is basically transforming the digital health record, right? Improve the doctor efficiency, and also a lot of data can be well processed for precision medicine, for drug delivery, right? Those kind of course, the technology right now is keep evolving. And the last part is actually the data. Previously, when we talk about health data, we either, okay, we go to hospital or we talk to our doctor when we don't feel well, right? That's a more like a traditional way. That's more like a traditional way. And also the hospital put our visit information and the diagnostic information in their medical record. But those information are very limited. And right now, with the wearable actually technology, it can literally provide like continuously 24 by 7 data points those wealthy information is actually very helpful. It's not it basically the help the entire medical industry, like even for biomedical industry, right? With all the data available, there maybe can lead to a lot of new discovery, and it also the doctor might be able to have more comprehensive health status profile for their patient. So that's why I think the wearable technology is the key player for the digital health in future. Uh, Actually, I would recommend like a book called Deep Medicine, written by Eric Topol. This is a very nice book, not very deep, but it actually give you a very comprehensive idea on how the artificial intelligence could improve the entire healthcare for future. And then I like to also talk like a little bit some milestone. So the title for today's topic, I call it is a wearable renaissance. So why? Because as Dr. Wang also mentioned earlier, previously the wearable device is all like focus on hardware, make the hardware layer like a smaller, portable, and easier to use. But actually, like in my opinion, like at least a few milestone of the entire industry. 2010, the Fitbit actually launched the first generation pedometer, and it opened the entire like a wearable like a consumer market, and it was acquired by Google later on. And 2013, Aura was established in Finland, and right now Aura Ring is the major player for the wearable ring in the market. It's also a unicorn, yeah. And 2015, Apple actually launched their Apple Watch. It quickly become super successful. Actually, this afternoon I was looking at like what's Apple's watch revenue and market share in 2025. I realized the Apple Watch right now pretty much occupy 25% of the watch like market, and from 2015 to now, this platform already generated over $100 billion for Apple. So and and also we can see right from 2015 to now, in the past 11 years, Apple keep adding new features on this platform. So definitely Apple will be a pretty big player in this field. And moving forward to 2022, so with this Gen AI, suddenly like people start realize this close the entire wearable like loop, because previously we have data, right? So we collect some many data. So what, right? Just data. But with Gen AI, you are able to actually, you don't need to go to any expert. You just pull your data into the AI will tell you, AI will explain all the data for you and then give you some recommendations that close entire consumable loop. So that's why I think with the AI function, this industry literally is booming. And and right now, this year, also last year, you can see that Aura and Hope, they are this as a startup, their evaluation go beyond like $100 billion. And meanwhile, we have the Google, Meta, Apple, Amazon. They all spend a lot of effort into like wearable business, and still as a product, essentially, any wearable basically right now cover three um, population group. The most common is elderly person in. So one application is basically home care. right? If they fell like down at home, hopefully they have wearable device would be able to quickly send a notification or warning to their caregiver. And also the chronic disease management. This is actually a pretty big thing. And second is about children, right? We can think about the safety monitor, the location tracking, and potentially right now I have seen a lot of education related support for the young kids. And the last for adults, right? I believe most of us will may have some either watch or ring. So we basically use that for our exercise tracking and daily routine like monitoring. And the data collected by those devices are also used for like analyze the sleep pattern, analyze the mental wellness. Yeah, and I have seen some like company in CES, they can also use data to analyze your basically human like mode. Okay, if you feel like happy or not happy based on that like personal mode, you can adjust the schedule. Yeah, something like that. Quite fascinating. So those are common wearable device, right? The watch, the ring, and also CGM. From diagnostic uh, industry, actually CGM is a pretty big thing for. It's kind of it's a it can be used as a diagnostic tool, but it's also a product that bridging consumable electronics to like diagnostic industry. And the last one, some people call ambient sensing. Essentially, like this is not wearable. Essentially, some company use start using the radar, similar like radar tech, type of knowledge, and they actually develop a product that they can also use to sense humans' heartbeat, pulse, sleep, and potentially monitor the activity. Yeah, so those are right now actually pretty common used in the home care setting. Okay, so actually, yeah, sorry about this like image. I use AI to generate the image, but also free like free AI. So that's why I didn't get a chance to make it into perfect before I ran out of my free credit. So, but anyway, this picture help to illustrate what kind of wearable product that can basically I have seen in the CES, and actually like you can see like from the smart glass, smart earbud, or like even smart necklace, and CGM watch, ring, glove, smart clothes, vest, and even some like smart shoes or walking aid. So from head to toe, like anything you can think of, anything you are seeing like in your daily life, my assessment is in the next 2 to 3 years, all those products will have AI function built in. And also those products will be used to collect data from human body. So those are like a product that basically we have seen on the CES. Actually, like those some of them is like they basically attend the CES like every year. So if we are plan to visit the CES on 2027, we might still sell this product. So next, I want to talk about the foundation of the wearable. Previously when we develop any product, we always for especially for wearable product, I might focus on the hardware or have a better sensor. I have more accurate algorithm. But right now, like my opinion is essentially AI like is AI is not AI will be a core foundation for all the wearable product. AI is not a feature anymore. It's literally the fundamental infrastructure for the wearable device. And on top of that, yeah, so a lot of people actually working on the still there are some hardware company working on the better sensor, like a more accurate algorithm, and there are also some research or company working on, okay, I will have modality data. I want like put them together to help the AI to make a better prediction and moving to the next level. My personal opinion is a majority of AI in the near future, I would say maybe 5 years ish. So hopefully some of the product could have equivalent performance as the medical device. So they can provide similar performance as a regular medical device. And also a lot of data collected by the wearable device will be used for a lot of research, like maybe some new drug delivery, some biomarker discovery, those kind of thing. I think in the next few years, a lot of actually new startup will be focused on in this area. Okay, so design from product development, yeah, I just mentioned that, yeah, the better sensor, like more lighter, the better algorithm, and there's a concept called invisible, right? Some company actually develop, for example, a necklace or patent. It looks like a decoration, but it's actually have AI function inside. People may not aware. Yeah. So those will become more and more common in the public life. Another thing I like to mention, all the technology developed related to wearable technology will be able to migrate to robotic as well. I think Dr. Wang also mentioned robotic still a long way to go, but yes, definitely the technology side, they are very similar. There are lot of common ground. Okay, so next is about the market. I actually pull some like data from different market report. So depends on which angle, but the compound growth rate is insane. Like even one, it actually from 16% up to 27%. So this is a very crazy growth rate for this industry. Then we talk about the US and China. So for wearable, because China has more population, so people may have idea, oh, because of more population, like maybe like more people will buy, yeah, in China, which is true. But at this stage, especially in 2026, the wearable device, especially the good quality one, is still kind of pricey. And also when we talk about the wearable device used in the healthcare in setting, and China has advantage. So because it push application go faster, it kind of the regulation will be less strict in China. So that's why I think in certain area, the application side, the China will go faster. But US have also have like its advantage right now. All the at least at this moment, US customers still have very strong purchasing power. They are also very used to pay for the service, subscription fee, those kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay, so I like to have a quick summary here for the future outlook. The wearable device will enable the predictive health and potentially lead to a longer life, human life, and also reduce the healthcare burden. But also there's a very significant challenge as well. So number one is actually data integration. How do we integrate data from different companies' product, right? Like those. yeah, I think the industry need to work out a way. This is and also right now when we have wearable device, right? Most of wearable device talk to the phone, right? But in moving forward, if I want have for example, my Apple Watch directly communicated with my smart like a cup. So there's still some technology or communication protocol need to be established, yeah, to make the industry keep growing. And also the AI trustworthiness, right? Sometimes the AI the answer is not right. It can like fool you. That's why also the data privacy. So all those things still need quite a lot of R&D effort behind it. And the last one is regulation and clinical adoption. So once like we can have all the data. Like how does this data actually integrate with our EMR? Does doctor is willing to take those data and also willing to accept the recommendation from AI algorithm? So those things still will still have a lot of discussion. Yeah, but I think I'm very positive on the on this side. I think it's just a matter of time. Yeah. Okay, despite those challenges, I think the one thing is super clear. The future is definitely here. The digital health and the wearable technology are rapidly transforming how we monitor, understand, and manage our health data. And eventually, it will benefit the whole society and reduce the healthcare cost and then make people live like better, happier, and also longer life. I think that's all. I've and for today, yeah, I can't take any question right now. I can wait at the end of the discussion and answer any question people may have. Thank you.